They call it running, but it just won Josh Kelly a world title. Hi, my name is Jacqui-Lee Pryce, former boxer, and I spent many years in the sport as a boxing coach and judge. Bakhram Muratazaliev versus Josh Kelly for the IBF World Super Welterweight title. Muratazaliev, the reigning world champion, comes in undefeated, whereas Kelly was coming in with one loss and one draw on his record. That's as he saw Kelly win on the scorecards, 113-113, 115-111 and 114-113. So the UK has another world champion. And this is where Josh Kelly's reputation matters. He isn't the type of fighter that people expect to dominate. But against somebody like Muratazaliev, it wasn't a weakness. It was the reason why he could win rounds. We've heard it all before. Kelly runs. It was boring. That's not boxing. And I understand that people want to see a knockout or toe-to-toe action, but those reactions actually miss what was happening in the ring. Round one, Kelly starts on the outside of the ring, constant movement, only setting his feet to throw shots. Muratazaliev going to Josh's body, trying to slow him down. And yes, okay, Kelly's missing a lot of shots, but he's forcing the pace, and more importantly, he's planting a seed in Bakhram's mind that he isn't fearful of his shots. Round two, Kelly's moving, changing pace, not being too predictable, and some lovely basics of catch and counter, and he looks to have the faster hands. He's punching inside Bakhram's shots to nullify his power, he's controlling the pace, and he's frustrating the hell out of the puncher. But Bakhram, occasionally cutting off the ring, has pockets of success. Muratazaliev is a slow, measured fighter. Everything he throws carries intent. He doesn't need volume, he needs you to commit. And this is the detail that shows up all night. And nearly every time Kelly plants his feet or comes over the front foot, he gets wobbled. And this tells you exactly what the danger is. And this is actually where Kelly's reputation works in his favour. He's been in fights before where people don't like the way he wins the rounds. He's comfortable, some people might say, nicking them. He doesn't feel the need to match the power against a puncher like Muratazaliev, and that's the key. Round four, Bakhram starts going to the body and it's effective, but he walks straight onto a jab. He's going back in straight lines and Kelly drops him with a jab. You can see it in Bakhram's eyes saying, "You'll pay for that." And Kelly knows what's coming and he doesn't get greedy. He goes straight back to managing the risk. He nicks that round by what people call running, but in reality, he's mentally and tactically pouring water on the fire. Fast forward, round 9 shows why the approach didn't change. Bakhram lands a clean left hook combination. Kelly has no answers and he finds himself on the floor, but he weathers the storm, no panic, and he rides it out. That's the margin he's been managing all night. Late on, there are moments where Muratazaliev is on the offence. Kelly stops him, turns him, and lets his hands go. And okay, Muratazaliev doesn't look in any real trouble, but Kelly regains control. One thing that shouldn't be overlooked is Kelly's mental preparation. Keeping familiar music between the rounds, very subtle, but it gives him that that sense of familiarity. Josh Kelly didn't win this fight by changing who he is. He won by leaning into it. And he took the very things that people criticize him for: movement, patience, risk control, and he used them to take away Muratazaliev's biggest strength, and that's what won him the fight. So the question isn't whether you thought it was boring, it's whether you understand why it had to be fought that way. And if that's your fighter in there, what are you telling him to do? So Kelly's in the big leagues now. Who do you want to see him fight next? If you want an authentic voice in boxing, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a comment in the comment section, and why not check out one of our other videos?